Hey, it's Sam. I just got home from my first workout. I did some aquafit today. It was extremely nerve-wracking. I didn't feel completely comfortable with my stomach shown after my surgeries, but it was really welcoming and it was awesome. I'm feeling really gross. I still need to shower. I just wanted to come on here and talk a little bit about familiarizing yourself with your surroundings and your routines in the hospital. But cheers to my first workout. Yay! That was great. Okay, so it's really important in the hospital to familiarize yourself with your medications, what time you're taking things, what you're taking, and just get comfortable with that routine. It's important to do this because when you're in the hospital, everything goes smoothly. Everything is scheduled in the hospital. But when you go home, there's nobody here except for you and your caregiver. So get to know what you're taking, why you're taking it, and when you're taking it. Write all of that down, including the times you're taking it, including the milligrams, everything, okay? All of that is important to take home with you so it doesn't change. You don't want to get sick. You don't want to forget things. Just make sure that you stick to that schedule. Whatever that schedule is between you and your nurses and your doctors. All right? And your caregiver, of course. Because if you're not able to give that medicine to yourself, somebody needs to at the times they need to give it to you. It's also a good idea to get familiar with your routine from the moment you wake up until you go to sleep, because you want to maintain that going home and going forward. You don't really want too many changes. It is scary and it's overwhelming. You go from being in a hospital full of people that are ready and able to help you to just you and your caregiver, me and my mom, me and my husband. And it's different. They are not paid to do this. They are also going through this at the same time you are. I guarantee you they haven't done it. They're doing it for you and with you. So it's just you two on your own. So make that routine and get familiar with it while you're in the hospital with professionals that have done this and do this for a living. And that's gonna include, what time you wake up in the morning, what time the doctors come and see you, what you do in between your breakfast and your lunch and your dinner and your snacks and all of that. So I would wake up at 6 a.m. because I knew the doctors were coming at 6:30, and I did not want to be groggy when they were talking to me and telling me important information and checking me out for the day. I wanted to be alert and aware, and I wanted to ask the questions. I wanted to hear and remember the answers. So I was up half an hour before they got there. And as soon as they would leave, I would make my bed, go for a walk. I would come back, and I would not get back into bed right away. I would do word searches or read a book or do whatever else I needed to do. And then I would talk to the nurses, watch a show, wait for lunch. Even when I was not eating orally, I still had to eat through my feeding tube, so it was still part of the routine. Feed myself every 3 hours, medications every 4 hours. Just write it all down and keep track of the things that you're doing, because you don't want to get off that routine. It really, really, really messes with you in your head, and it's just not something you need to focus on when you're focusing on such a big recovery. Again, we're talking about my recovery from esophageal necrosis at this time, not any of my other surgeries. My other surgeries have a completely different routine. So it's just really, really important to be familiar with the things you did in the hospital, the medications you're taking, the times you're taking them, the amounts you are taking, as well as your day-to-day routine. Because too much change throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout your recovery is going to throw you through a loop, and it's not something you need to focus on. You need to be focusing on you, because that's what's important. So keep your routine, keep it the same or as close to at home as to what it was in the hospital. Okay? I think that is a really, really important thing to focus on and to know. No one really told me how the changes would affect me, and I didn't follow the same routine that I had in the hospital the first time I went home, and it was painful. And it was hard because I wanted to get off the medications as soon as I could. I don't like taking even Tylenol or Advil, nothing like that. So I tried to stop taking everything, and I was in so much pain. I don't recommend that. So follow your doctor or pharmacist's advice and the schedule for your pain meds and any supplements you're taking. Just get familiar with it and stick with it, and you'll do great. I have to go and shower because I don't like all this chlorine in my hair, but I haven't talked to you guys in a while, and I just wanted to come on here, talk about getting familiar with your schedule and your routine because it's important, and I will chat with you guys later. Cheers. Have a good one.